I recently watched the show Sapne versus Everyone and I noticed a very interesting storytelling pattern. What happens often is cinema conditions us to believe that if an underdog struggles enough or hustles enough, they will eventually emerge victorious and life will reward them. This show, however, refuses to give its viewer that satisfaction. One of the protagonists is Prashant. And every time you think that he's finally going to get his big break, something bad happens again. What's fascinating though is that it's almost like the show understands exactly what we as viewers are expecting, but keeps denying us that emotional payoff. By the end of it, I went down this rabbit hole of noticing this pattern across movies and shows, which is subverting the audience's expectations. It's not just about plot twists that deliver shock value, but stories that deliberately humble the audience. Okay, so for example, if you remember the movie Mr. India, there is this one scene where the little girl, and she's like the sweetest character, very innocent, and she gets killed off in a bomb blast. As far as I can remember, I think the director Shekhar Kapoor had addressed this in either some media interaction or some article, that he needed to do it to kind of emotionally shake the audience out of their comfort zone. That just led me to more examples where some films have done it brilliantly. Baazigar, for instance, okay, we are charmed by the hero slash anti-hero till the time he pushes Seema off the building. And that completely breaks your trust in the protagonist. If you all remember this movie called Shiddat, the whole film plays out like this grand obsessive romance. And as the viewer, you're waiting for love to conquer everything. But then the ending reminds us that recklessness may not be your romantic destiny. Or even the show Mirzapur, where the audience is rooting for the younger brother Bablu, because we know that he's the balanced one, the more rational one, and he will survive. But the show kills him off instead. And then suddenly, Guddu's world loses the core of its emotional stability. The movie Ugly, I would say, is another brutal example of denying emotional payoff. Masaan, again, is another such example, where we are teased with the possibility of escape and happiness for the characters, but the movie simply takes it away. And I think that's why some of these movies stay with us, because they very abruptly interrupt our conditioning. They force us to confront the idea that, life may not always be rewarding, and leave us with a sense of discomfort. If you can think of any more such examples, do let me know in the comments.